Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Tom and this is part 2 of the cap process in Canvas. And what we're going to do in part 2 is we're going to go ahead and link an outcome with an assessment method or an assignment. We're going to show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. And we're also going to show you how to create a rubric for that particular assignment. So you're going to be creating a rubric and then you're going to be linking that rubric to whichever outcome that assignment correlates with. All right, so it's really not too hard. I'm going to show you probably the easiest way that I can, maybe give you a couple different examples from some of my courses. So if you remember from the last video, we imported one of the outcomes for this course. This is my CPR course. All right, so this is the outcome that we're going to look at. All right, it's outcome number 1, and we need to figure out what assignment or what assessment method are we using to determine mastery of this particular outcome. So for this course, I'm going to go over to my assignments and I'm going to take a look at my assignments. Okay, these are the different assignments I have for this course. And I think for outcome number 1, I'm going to go ahead and link that outcome with the American Heart Association exam. All right, so that's the assessment method I'm going to use to assess that particular outcome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click this. All right, here it is. And you notice there are no rubrics currently for this assignment, for this assessment. So we need to create a rubric. So right here at the bottom, sometimes it'll be up here at the top, but right now it depends on the width of your screen where this little button's going to be, but it's right down here on the bottom. Okay, we're going to add a rubric. So let's go ahead and select this Add Rubric button. All right, and we're going to go ahead and create one. All right, we're going to go ahead and create one. So what I recommend, what I found easiest for me under the title is I'm going to go ahead and write what outcome this is assessing. So I'm going to go type in outcome number 1. And I always like to put in parentheses what assessment method am I using. So in parentheses, I'm just going to type American Heart Association CPR exam. All right, that's what I'm using to assess this outcome. All right, and again, this is an exam. So again, it just makes it easier for me later on down the road, and I'll show you how that makes it easier. So that's what I recommend when you type in the title, is type in which outcome and also type in what assignment or assessment method goes along with that particular outcome. All right, okay, so down here we're going to go ahead and modify this rubric, and this little pencil icon, this is what you're going to use to modify. And in the criteria, you're going to go ahead and select the pencil, and we're going to go ahead and put in a description. So let's see if I can just paste it. Yeah, I'm just going to paste this in. I copied this from before. So this is the assignment mastery rubric, and you can type in a description if you want. Okay, so you can type something basic, something very simple, such as maybe meet outcome requirement or benchmark. Okay, if you want to type that in. All right, and for this particular assignment, they need to score an 84% or better on this exam to get certified from the American Heart Association. So I'm going to use that as my benchmark. So I'm going to type in scored 84% or higher on exam. Okay, and then let's see, let's type in, so that's if they meet, and then does not meet. Okay, does not meet outcome benchmark. Okay, so again, you can type in whatever it is you want here to help you. Okay, for me, I found that this is the easiest way for me. Does not meet, so scored, this would be if they scored less than 84%. Okay, they scored less than 84%, okay, on exam. All right, there you go. All right, so now I have some descriptions in there. I'm going to go ahead and update, and there it is. All right, either they met it or they did not meet it. All right, now let's go over here to ratings. Okay, and this is going to be pretty simple for this. There's either going to be yes, they got an 84% or better, or no, they did not. Okay, so let's go ahead and modify these. So we're going to go ahead and select the pencil again. All right, and then we're going to, for rating tile, I'm going to go ahead and met outcome benchmark. All right, good. And again, the description would be scored 84% or higher on AHA exam. Okay, that's it. Scored 84% or higher on the exam. Great. Right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and maybe I'll actually save this. Let me copy this so it'll make it easier for the next one. All right, you can leave these points alone for right now because we're going to remove those points in just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and update. All right, and then over here, we're going to select the pencil, and this is if they did not meet the benchmark. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to just paste what I copied. Okay, and I'm just going to did not. Okay, did not. Okay, meet outcome benchmark. So again, you can put in your description. Scored less than 84% on AHA exam. All right, and again, this is going to be individualized to you, to your assignment, to your benchmarks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit update. All right, so either yes or no. This one's pretty cut and dry. Now what I want to do is I do want to remove the points because I'm not using this benchmark to grade this assignment. So I want to remove points. So you're going to come down here and you're going to select remove points from rubric. All right, and it's going to get rid of those points. All right, we're not using this to grade this exam. All right, so there it is. I created that. Now what I need to do is link this rubric with an outcome. And I'm going to link this rubric to outcome number 1. All right, so I'm going to go here to find outcome. So I'm going to select this little hourglass, find outcome. All right, and then your outcomes, okay, should be here. So you're going to click your course, and then your outcomes will be listed in this column right here. Okay, and I only imported one outcome, so this is the only outcome I have currently in this course. I'm going to go ahead and select that outcome. And then over here, here it is. And make sure you do uncheck this box. You do not want to leave this check mark in this blue box. All right, we're not using this for scoring. All right, we're just using this to figure out if they mastered this outcome. So we're going to uncheck this blue box down here. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and select import. All right, and now you can see that we have the outcome. We have the outcome, okay, with the rubric for this particular assignment. All right, so we have them linked now. And then we're going to come down here and select create rubric. And there it is. All right, so we just created our assignment rubric and we link that with our mastery rubric. All right, it's really that simple. Let me show you another example from a different course just to show you how you could possibly set this up in a different course. I'm going to go over to my stress management course. And here in my stress management course, I have this rubric already set up. And here I changed the ratings. Instead of a yes or no, I actually created categories based on how they scored. So if they scored 100% to 90%, if they scored, from 80 to 89. So basically A, B, C, D, or if they failed the assignment. Right? So that is a way that you could also create these rating categories for your assignment. And I actually do use, this rubric for grading. Okay, but so you can notice I left the point values in there. Okay, so the point values are still there. And here is the outcome rubric right down here. So if they got an A or a B on this assignment, then they mastered it. If they got a C, a D, or an F, then they did not. Right? So this is just another example of a rubric that you could create for your assignment. So you can create it based on the actual grade, A, B, C, D, F, or in this example, we just created yes, they met the benchmark, or no, they did not meet the benchmark. Right? It's totally up to you how you want to set it up. This one is a little bit easier. Okay, most people that I show this to, they go with this option right here. Totally up to you. All right. And let me just show you one more thing before we end the video. Once you create all your rubrics, you'll be able to go over here in Canvas to rubrics, and you'll be able to look at them all. So I'm going to select rubrics. And this is why I like to title my rubrics the way I do. So when I go to the rubrics tab, I've got all my outcomes right here, and I can see what assignment I'm using as the benchmark for this particular outcome, right? And that's why I label them the way they do, the way I do. Makes it just a little bit easier for me, right? That's it. So in this video, we showed you how to create a rubric for your particular assignment, and we showed you how to link that rubric with a specific outcome. I hope that was helpful. Go ahead and give it a try. Once you do it a couple times, it does get a lot easier, right? In the next video, what we'll do is show you how to actually use SpeedGrader to select whether or not they met the actual outcome benchmarks. And we might even show you the Mastery Gradebook. All right, so that will be in the next video. I hope that was helpful. This is Tom. I'm going to sign out. I hope you have a great day.